Good morning, happy 4th of July, happy Sunday, and welcome back to the vlog. I have really missed the vlogs. The thing is, for me, I need to have some kind of theme for my vlogs. I can't just do random vlogs. It's not the way my brain works, I guess I should say. But anyway, I've really missed it. I'm really excited about this week. My theme for this week is going to be trying 5 new recipes that I've never tried before. I don't even know what 4 of the recipes are. Like, I have just been procrastinating. So I have the recipe for today, but who knows what the rest of the week brings. So I'm getting a new ring light today. I'm getting some camping essentials. My daughter is going to summer camp tomorrow, her first time, and we're both excited for her. Sorry, my arm is getting tired. But anyways, and so that's what we're doing. We're going to get the stuff for the meal I'm going to make. So I'm going to continue on with this day, and I will catch you guys later. So we just left Target. Have you ever been to Target and like everything was empty? It's so weird. But I got this, I don't even know, strawberry refresher. I just spilled it all over. But we literally bought bug spray in Starbucks. So we're gonna go to TJ Maxx. Hello, so we're back from the store and I'm about to make dinner. I had to totally change what we're having for dinner because after we went to Target, I got my ring light at Best Buy. And then I remembered that we had to get some cash for my daughter for going to camp so she can buy something. So we went to the grocery store and I completely forgot to buy dinner. We just went to the bank and that was it. And after I left the bank, we went somewhere else. Oh yeah, we went to TJ Maxx. I was just really not in the mood to go back to the store to get dinner. So I decided I would just come home and try to find a new recipe that I've never tried before with ingredients that we have at home. Honestly, I couldn't really find much. And so I basically invented a new recipe and hopefully it tastes good. I'm thinking it's kind of like it's going to be like a southern kind of chicken. And I have some Johnsonville firecracker brats. They are my favorite. They're really hard to find. We find them very rarely, and when we do, we grab a bunch of them. So I basically have the crock pot, and I'll show you what I've done so far. So I have some chicken breast, and I have my Johnsonville brats, and I poured this New Orleans style seasoning all over it. And I was thinking that I would also add some tangerines. It sounds kind of weird, but I was kind of craving some, what's it called? I was kind of craving some, like, citrusy kind of meal, citrusy slash southern. So let's see what happens. Alright, so the meat's all done. I cut up the brats and roughly shredded the chicken. And now I'm going to taste it to see if it needs anything and what I want to eat it with. Alright, so let me taste this. Man, I love those brats, are so good. Alright, now for the chicken. I'm definitely getting citrusy. But I think I want to add more of the New Orleans seasoning. And I'm trying to think what I want to do. I think I want to eat it with rice. So I'll make some rice and some vegetables. And that's what we'll have for dinner. I feel like this first meal was cheating because I didn't use somebody else's recipe. I just came up with something. But also, it is something I've never tried before. Never used New Orleans with oranges and marmalade. So anyways, Yeah, so I'm just gonna continue with the dinner and see you guys later. Good evening. I have this delicious bowl of, I don't know what it is, chicken and brats. I keep wanting to call them sausages. I guess that's what they are. And broccoli. I don't know if you hear that humming. I am very happy to announce that the air conditioner works. That's so wonderful. Okay, so now I'm going to try this delicious food. Oh yeah, did I mention there's rice in it? So I added a bunch more of the Louisiana, I keep calling it Louisiana, it's New Orleans seasoning, and some red pepper flakes, and it's a little spicy. It's delicious. Man, it is so good. Oh yeah, and also, I'm so excited because I don't have to move my table anymore. My ring light can stand up really tall, or it can just sit on the table. Like, the stand's adjustable, so I'm just so happy with it. It's so exciting. My dog can't knock it over anymore. Man, that's really good. I really love like the citrusy and the sweet mixed with the spicy. It's so good. So my boyfriend and I watched The Goonies this afternoon. I've never seen that in my life. My mom used to watch it when I was little, and I can understand why I didn't get into it, because there's just a lot that I probably couldn't pick up on or whatever, and so it just wasn't my thing. Plus it seems like, well, I never really was into pirate things, and it, you know, it just seemed pretty much based on pirates. But yeah, so that was quite an experience. Oh, Ernest Goes to Camp. Nice. So apparently we're watching Ernest Goes to Camp next, and that will be interesting. I don't think I've seen that one either, but those Ernest movies are pretty cute. And then, so by the time you guys have watched this, obviously the 4th will be over, so I hope Americans had a great 4th and everyone else had a great Sunday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, happy Monday. I just dropped my daughter off at camp, and so now I'm actually going to go to the grocery store for real and get what I was planning on getting yesterday. And I guess that's it. So here's all the ingredients I need for my dinner tonight. It's called pasta pomodoro, and I'm very happy to announce it is a plant-based recipe. So let's get started. So I'm starting by cutting up the shallot. It says 3 tablespoons. I feel like this will be a little extra shallot. Hopefully it tastes good. I've never had shallot before because I don't plan on just measuring 3 tablespoons. If I'm being honest, I don't have any reason to use this for something else. So, I'm gonna, for heaven's sakes, it's slippery. So next, I'm supposed to chop a large clove of garlic. I'm using these 3 baby cloves. So what I have to do first is I have to heat oil, cook the shallots and the garlic with some black pepper. And then when that's done, I need to add diced tomatoes, sea salt, balsamic vinegar, oregano, and red pepper. And I need to let it simmer for 20 minutes. Alright, so I have my noodles cooking and my sauce is done. I was supposed to use raw cashews, but my store did not have those, so we're using roasted. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the taste. I think I'm supposed to use half a tablespoon of tomato paste. But anyways, this is going into the blender. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the rest of this tomato paste. So I need this to go in there. It smells really good. I've never put vinegar in pasta sauce before, but it smells amazing. A 1/4 cup of water. And I need to add more sea salt. Hopefully this doesn't cause a huge mess. I don't usually blend hot stuff. I'm gonna admit this smells weird, but hopefully it tastes amazing. Next, I need to chop my zucchini and fry them up with some oil. Oops, I was supposed to do half moons. Alright, so those have been cooking. It said to do it for 3 minutes with some time. I actually cooked them longer. And I need to drain my tomato juice. I don't really know why. It looks like tomato sauce. I don't know why I'm draining it. It literally looks like tomato sauce. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm supposed to add these tomatoes. In my opinion, these are very expensive. But maybe they're just a very important part of this dish. Okay, what was the other thing I was supposed to add? Oh yeah, spinach. I think I'm supposed to cook the tomatoes first for a few minutes. This smells so amazing. Okay, so now I need to add spinach. I don't remember how much it said. I think it said a lot. Like 6 cups or something. And I'm supposed to cook it until it's wilted. I cooked the spinach till it was wilted, and I mixed some noodles with some of the creamy sauce, and then I threw the zucchini tomatoes on top with some basil. So I'm going to taste it. It's been a really long day. My phone's about to die, so I need to get this show on the road. That is amazing. It tastes like something I would eat at an Italian restaurant. I think I would give it an 8 out of 10 just because I would add like probably 3 times the amount of garlic. I perfectly cooked the zucchini. It's not overcooked. I love the mixture of the thyme and the basil. It is so good. And I really appreciate that it's like a creamy sauce and it doesn't even have cheese. I always get excited when I find plant-based recipes that are amazing. Yeah, I love this. Definitely making it again. So happy I found it. And I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Cashew butter was such a pain. I think I have the worst blender that exists because the recipe said all you need to do is add a tablespoon of coconut oil to make the cashew butter turn out smooth. This is not smooth. I guess the thing's over here. That's not smooth. It's crunchy. So maybe someday when I have more money, I can buy a better blender, but until then I'm stuck with crunchy cashew butter. So let's try this. It's absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Like, I know they said that well, I didn't mention this before, but you're supposed to use raw cashews. Store didn't have them. And then they said they roasted them and added salt themselves. So basically you're just buying raw, plain cashews. But I think it's amazing with these roasted cashews. This is like better than peanut butter. I give it like an 11 out of 10. It's amazing. I absolutely love this. I really wanted raspberry jam. I couldn't find it, so I'm stuck with grape. But this is amazing. As far as like if I would make it again, I would, but cashews are super expensive, so that's the only issue I come into with making this. Yum. Yeah, 11 out of 10. I'm not really planning on making anything else today because I still have the 2 recipes I made the past 2 days to eat. So I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. So I decided to take the randomest route to work today. It's kind of cool though because I've never seen any of those streets before. But anyway, I didn't cook anything today. I ate a bunch of leftovers. Honestly, I regret making so much of the orange chicken because chicken loses its flavor when it's refrigerated. So I'm thinking maybe I'll turn some of it into like a cold chicken salad. I still have some fruit salad dressing. I forgot what it was called. Used it in a video. But anyway, the past week it was so hot. Sunday through Wednesday it was over 100. Yesterday it was almost 100, and today it's almost 90. So I haven't been exercising enough lately. Today I took the opportunity to do some extra. So that's what I'm doing today. Next week my schedule changes and I'm going to be working, I think it's 4 long shifts instead of 1. My hours are increasing only by 9 hours. You would think it'd be a lot more. But anyway, so I'll talk to you guys later. Here are the ingredients for the first recipe I'm going to be making today. Gingered squash and pears. These are the ingredients for my Hawaiian shrimp. The only thing not shown is the flour. I've been boiling my butternut squash. It's peeled, seeded, chopped for about 10 minutes. I'm about to turn it off. I have my butter that's melted, so I'm going to add garlic and brown the garlic. The garlic is done. I'm going to admit I did not add olive oil because there is plenty of oil left in here. But these shrimps, I only used 1/3 of my bag. They're seasoned with paprika, salt, and pepper. And I put a little flour, I guess, so it could be like a breaded moment. So yeah, this is about 12 ounces of shrimp. And so I'm going to kick them for a few minutes, flip them over, and see how it goes. Here's my gingered squash and pears. It has nutmeg and honey also. And this is my Hawaiian shrimp. I'm going to try them. I'm very ready for lunch. I am eating the shrimp with noodles because I have a ton of cooked noodles that need to get eaten. So I'm going to try the shrimp by itself first. Wow, that is delicious. I've never had anything like that before. And all it is, all that makes it different is paprika. I'm very, very pleased. I think I would give it like a 9 out of 10. I'm going to try it with the noodles. Obviously, the noodles take away from the flavor, but it's still a great combination. Delicious. What I didn't mention about this was I was supposed to use a fresh pear, but I got my groceries from Grocery Outlet this morning and they didn't have any pears, so I just used a can of pears. But anyway, so let's try this gingered squash salad. This doesn't have as much flavor as it would have if I had roasted the butternut squash. It's like very plain. I even tasted it earlier to see if it had enough honey, and I kept adding more honey, but like at some point the honey is going to make it no longer healthy, so I stopped adding honey. So I feel like this is very plain. Like I can taste the ginger quite a bit. I don't taste the nutmeg at all. I am not blown away by this recipe. I'm actually very disappointed. It's very bland. Yes, I get ginger, but it just doesn't cut it. Like, it needs something else, you know? The pear adds some sweetness. The butternut squash literally adds nothing. So, I'm very disappointed. I feel like I should give this like a 4 out of 10. I would give it a 2 out of 10, except for the fact that, like, I really taste ginger. I really taste all the ingredients except the nutmeg. I don't taste honey at all. I definitely want to try this again roasted. But anyways, so that's my 5 recipes for this week. I guess I could do a little bit of life update since I haven't really done much lately. So I'm still tracking macros, and it's not my favorite thing. I've been struggling trying to stay under the fat grams. There have been a lot of times where I haven't stayed under, and it's just really giving me a hard time. My whole life, I've basically lived a high-fat diet. I didn't even know that I did until I started tracking. So honestly, it's just, I don't know, it's really disappointing because like tracking calories was so easy for me, and I lost weight doing it. And honestly, I ate a lot less sugar when I was tracking calories than I do now counting macros, because my main problem, no, I should say my only problem right now is staying under the fats. I've become accustomed to eating more sugar to replace that, and I know that's not good. Doesn't mean that I'm going to go back to tracking calories. No, like I know I really need to track macros. I need to make sure that my proteins are at a good level, and carbs have never been a problem, so I'm not worried about that at all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next week.